Hello guys, this is Maxwell Covington, and today I'm going to be showing you my new Arma 3 World War II mission, Lead the Tank. So basically, it's a pretty simple mission. The Russians basically just have to fight through these war-torn streets of, I'm not sure what city, but you can make it up as you go along, and work their way and destroy the German spawns, which are Kuba wagons, and slowly keep working their way through the city, and once they break out to destroy the second Kuba wagon, then they have line of trenches that they have to go through, and then they have to fight their way into the German castle itself, which there's also a back entrance. The Germans can get on the roof from this ladder, so they can go up there, and it's an awesome sniping position up here. Top of the castle, you can see a lot of the map. And the Germans have a humongous open trench line, so it should be pretty easy to defend. But the Russians have a spawn here at their base, and they also have a mobile spawn, and the Germans only have 3 Kuba wagons that don't respawn to spawn from. So the Russians slowly will be pushing them back, and the Russians have 12 players, mostly submachine gunners, to fight off the Germans, which mainly have, let's see, they have 9, I think. Yes, and they have some AT soldiers to help with the tank. I think one's an anti-tank grenades, and then the Panzerschreck. And then there's a Panzerfaust here on the table, I believe. Yep. U1 used for those, and there's also, the Germans also have an armory in the basement somewhere. Yep, right here, and they have weapons here, there, everywhere. So they got to defend the back of it, and so basically that the Russians will win whenever they take the capital. Or not the capital, the castle. And this is a random truck that you can blow up, I guess. Might change it real quick. Actually. There we go. Enable damage. Or disable damage. Alright, so most of these streets have been disabled damage, so you can't, tank can't just blast his way through. So the tank has a very specific way he has to follow, but the infantry can go through most of these buildings and advance through. So it should be pretty interesting combat with, the Russians should be trying to support the tank, and let's get into it and see how it looks like from the battle perspective. Alright, so as you can see, the Russians have their 2 spawns, a mobile spawn and their set spawn. As you can hear, the artillery in the background, and several buildings and wrecks smoking inside there, so it's a pretty cool view. If you stand at the right spot, the Germans could snipe you from the very top of their building. And you can see there's a German flag up there. You probably had a Soviet flag up here. But the Russians have their T-34-85, which respawns in 30 seconds, and so does their car. They also have their own assortment of weapons all right here, so they can get all sorts of good stuff. And 2 more ammo boxes for themselves. And they're pretty restricted for their first little narrow advance, but then they can start to break out through and cut through and take shortcuts, and then they should start engaging the Germans, and there's plenty of sandbags and whatnot for the Germans to take cover behind too, and lots of areas for ambushes to be set up in the buildings and all around the sandbags. So it should be some good PvP in the close quarters combat, and lots of good areas for snipers to snipe people back and forth. But if you have any suggestions for this mission, or you think I should add anything, just comment below. And please leave a like, and I'll leave the Steam link in the bottom so you guys can test it out yourself. And goodbye.